Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving you match analysis for Butler versus Akon NCAA soccer highlights. Yeah, so this is using VLC Media Player. I know maybe you're used to the YouTube screen, but I have decided to download it because I have troubles when I'm trying to record and then the network is just going haywire and it's just skipping and waiting for it to load. So I've just decided that some videos I will download in advance and then I will show them so it's easier for me to, skip to certain parts. Alright, let's get on to the first goal. Okay, as you see, the center back tries to do a good job at being close to his man right here, pushing him to the side. And then he's also trying to make it hard for him to put in a cross, but let's continue watching. We'll see what happens. Unfortunately, a cross is played. And a save. Ricochets back. Ooh. Okay, so he did not do that well. Okay, it was a low cross. The keeper maybe would have been better for him to get it out quicker, but unfortunately, this man here is the quickest to react. Even though he has two players near him, he was the first to get the ball, which shows he was alive to it. And also him, he is in front of his defender, so the defender cannot do anything. Manages to stick his leg out and get himself a goal. Yep, great, I don't know, a great coach's finish. Okay, let's head on to the second goal. So this comes in from a throw-in, and it's being set up like a corner routine. Now, I just have one question. You know those tactics, like when you're playing FIFA, and then one of them is crowd the keeper, and most of the opposition players are the ones that are near their keeper and goal? Now, this time, it's the defensive players that have practically crowded their keeper. And I'm saying they have crowded because they're only about 1, 2, 3, 4 attacking players near the goalkeeper, and they're about, this could be about 7 or 8, so they're blocking their own keeper rather than going man to man, and they have left the D. Should be zone 14, which is where the ball usually goes when it has been deflected or just been cleared. Anyway, let's see how this goes. A throw-in is made. Actually, this is very dangerous because there's more than, they're about, okay, so here's the separation here. This is the attacking players where they are, and then the defensive players are on the other side, which is somewhere here. Here, all of them are near to the goal, which means they are very likely to face a long shot. Otherwise, let's let this ball continue. He heads it away, but that is a lovely volley. You see, that's the problem when all of you are defending behind. You leave space for people to take shots. Because look at this. He heads it away, yes, but unfortunately, he wasn't even tracking his man because the attacking players in front of him, he should have been touch tight. And then now, because most of the defensive players are here, they are very likely to face a long shot. And does he hit this well? I mean, look at the technique on this. Nothing the goalkeeper could do. There was nothing the goalkeeper could do. Let's head on to the third goal of the match. Okay, here he has the ball. Okay, so what I like that he's doing is that he's forcing him to go to a particular side so that hopefully he could pinch it or just make him go backwards with the ball. Maybe he could have come close. Okay, I understand that he's protecting the middle, and yes, he is farther away, and I like that he is also following, he's running. Not that, I like that he's running rather than jogging so that he can help his teammate out. Let's continue this. Okay, he does that. He manages to get a swipe of the ball, but unfortunately does not keep possession. That's the unfortunate part. He gets the ball away from the attacker, but unfortunately another attacking player comes to get the ball, and he is in motion, so he will get the ball. He has to turn, then run to the ball, so he's most likely to be second best to get that ball. You see, takes it on, puts on a cross. How many times do we see this? An attacking player in between two center backs, and they are not close enough. The attacker has a free jump. He has a free, chance. He jumps very, very well and heads it. Oh, sorry, he does head it in. The keeper does get it. I thought he heads it in directly. But then again, this is another red flag. Because as this ball comes down, how How is he? Because he is unmarked in the 18-yard area. Unmarked. No one is marking him. The keeper does get a save if his defenders were more alert. Because how can you be this free in the box? How can you be this free in the box? It's actually very worrying. But he does manage to get the ball. He manages to get a goal off a deflection. Easy goal for him. Easy goal for him. That's a very good. I don't know. I could say his positioning was well, but the defensive players were they? All right. Here he sells him for a dummy. He is tripping. What I like is that he manages to pass the ball to his teammate, and then even though they don't score, it does end up being a penalty. So yeah, and I would actually like to appreciate the player that he didn't dive. He tried his best to play the ball and he got the penalty. Also, kudos to the ref for spotting that foul/infringement. Yes, he didn't dive, he just worked hard for the ball and he got a reward for it. Yeah, this is definitely a foul. I don't know exactly where the foul takes place. I think maybe as he does the skill. Yeah, he holds on to him. Then now for the penalty. Great penalty. Okay, let's head on to the fifth goal of the match. And that's a pen. That's definitely a penalty. Okay, so here, I think both of them, this is a simple situation if both of them team up. Like because when you try and get the ball from him alone, it's usually a foul. But what you can do to be sneaky is both of you head for the ball at the same time. One of you bumps into the man and then the other goes and gets the ball. Usually such are not given because you're moving in between two players and the ref knows that it's a tight space, so it's more likely that you'll be bumped into. That's what they could have done. Unfortunately, what they end up doing is this. He gets the ball. He does get it, but he doesn't get possession of it. And then now he ends up tripping the striker and he wins himself a penalty. Yeah, I do feel this could have been easily avoided. Because sometimes the best thing to do is just to kick that ball away. You get it? Or I don't know. Why did he flick it to the other side? I think that's another problem. He flicked it to this side rather than to the side where there's space. And then he ends up tripping the attacker. And the ref does give a foul, which is definitely a foul. I mean, that was a trip. A very bad trip. Oh, sorry. Okay, he sets up to take the penalty. Lovely penalty. Okay, let's move on to the sixth goal of the match. This one was a very good match, filled with plenty of goals. It was a goal fest. Yeah. Alright, this is the seventh goal. Okay, I can understand why they left him space, because sometimes because maybe if the cross was coming from here, I get there'd be more pressure, but since it's coming from here, I think he assumed that his teammates would handle it because, I don't know, maybe he did have a chance to maybe run and put some pressure, but I can understand why he does hesitate because this is coming from a long far. This is coming from way deep. We let this play. This is a lovely cross. And the attacker scores. Now, I'm sure you know I'm even going to... Yeah, I was wrong. I don't think he had enough time to, tackle him. Anyway, cross comes into the box as the cross is coming in. So, this is the man that scores the goal. Okay, let's assume that... Okay, he's not marking anyone because the attacker is behind him. He is close to him. And then there are about 2 free men in this particular position that can run back and just add extra bodies in defense. So what ends up happening? They're all paying attention to the ball rather than the man. The keeper steps out and then steps back into he runs out, then he runs back into his goal. The ball is played into one of those areas where it's difficult for the keeper to make a decision whether he stays on his line or goes for the ball. Unfortunately, the keeper maybe could have stayed. Whatever decision the keeper made, he should have stuck to it rather than just doing one thing then cutting to the other. The attacker manages to get the ball and slots it in. Let's head on to the final goal of the match, the seventh. 7 goals in one match. How many times do you see that? Okay, set piece. Now, the fact that that ball went all the way from here, all the way from there to here, and the fact that he's alone, he is unmarked, is very worrying. And yes, they keep a nice defensive line. There are not a lot of attacking players in front, but come on, because this is. I get they're trying to keep the line, but come on, someone could have definitely been closer to him. Someone could have definitely been closer, because unfortunately, no one was close enough. He traps that ball very, very well. That's one thing I also have to give him kudos for, that the fact that he manages to chest the ball down in that particular area, and then he slots it in between the keeper's legs. That's a very, very good goal. But otherwise, the defending is questionable. Because why was he alone? He should have been closely marked. I don't think he anticipated the attacker to trap the ball so well and score. What a game between Butler and Akon. 7 goals in a 4-3 thriller. What a great match. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. I will see you in the next match analysis. Big ups to the NCAA Soccer League. Thank you very much.